Some of you may know that I have a varied educational history and an exciting, wild, and sometimes scary past. Well, I think it's been exciting, crazy, and a little bit scary at times. But after many years, I finally decided to semi-retire from the corporate world and take my perpetual or final vows as a Christian beginning nun. Once that choice was made, I had to decide what my ministry would be as I worked with the Living Treasures Collective and the Priory of the Ark, and just how I would serve others and my community. That has been the hardest decision I've ever made in my 60 plus years in this wild world. And if you don't know, I can serve as a wedding, hand-fasting, same-sex marriage officiant. I am able to conduct memorial and funeral services. And I always quite happily give out free human hugs when needed, in addition to facilitating grief support for those who are struggling as they walk the difficult path after a loss. Quick advert here. Feel free to contact us if you need any of these services, and please share this information with others as you see fit. Now, from the get-go, I knew I was not here to judge anyone. That's not my job. I'm also not here to whack anybody upside the head with a Bible and tell them how to believe or not believe or who they should love and care for. I am here to spread love, kindness, compassion, and a caring heart. I am very well aware that Christians can be judgmental and honestly quite hateful more often than not. Some Christians think they are holier than thou as they spout their judgment and hatred and do their best to make others feel guilty for simply existing and daring to think or believe differently. Well, I'm here to tell you, that's a load of camel crap. We are all perfectly imperfect, just as we are, warts and all. Social media has brought out these keyboard warriors in droves. They hide behind the anonymity of a computer screen, securely tucked away in mommy and daddy's basement, and they do their best to bully, judge, and threaten others with their vile rhetoric. These so-called Christians on social media can at times be the worst of the lot. The malice they spew on their social media channels is quite nasty. Most of them attempt to use scripture to make their point and prove that others' ways of being are wrong, yet I would wager that most haven't spent much time studying the Bible. Instead, they pick and choose various bits and pieces that verify whatever argument they are attempting to make, never mind that a good majority of their actions are directly the opposite of how Jesus taught us to be. I also see the same behaviors in some of those who have left the church and are going through a deconstruction period when it comes to religion, as well as some pagans, Satanists, atheists, or one of the other non-Christian belief systems. They can do the same thing and act and behave the same as the Bible thumpers. I wish I could show them all how genuinely nasty and hateful they are to others. Not that they would care or change, but heaven forbid you call them out on their actions. This is when they become crybabies and either try to get you banned or they send their minions after you. I would be a multi-millionaire by now if I had a penny for every time the nun police have shown up in my lives or the comment section clowns going on about how I couldn't possibly be a real nun because I'm not Catholic. They wouldn't have a clue if it walked up and bit them on the tush. Of course, we must add the e-religion enforcers constantly telling me that I need to read the Bible and get Jesus in my life, or the keyboard captain courageous who attempts to bully me and hurt my feelings by acting like they're in kindergarten and calling me names or commenting on my weight, my age, my wrinkles, my tattoos, whatever. Yes, I am quite aware I sound just like one of the sanctimonious social media evangelists by engaging in name-calling as they do. But I'm making a point here. The virtual crybabies can deal with it, or not, as they prefer. Of course, these keyboard commandos haven't made any attempt to educate themselves on the fact that Catholics aren't the only religion that has nuns, or that those of us of a certain age are pretty much immune to the childish name-calling. As I move through this next chapter of service and ministry, I will do my best to support and uplift others, regardless of whether they believe as I do or not. My lives will be migrating from TikTok to YouTube. Motivational posts and a bit of silliness will be on Instagram and TikTok. Facebook will be used to show off what new and fun things we have in the Graceful Camel store. And 6-week confidential grief support sessions will be taking place on Skype a few times a year. Now, we also have a Patreon channel that is being set up. Subscribers on Patreon will get exclusive subscriber-only items and gifties as the mood strikes me, and believe me, I am moody none. So now that I've shared the excitement that is coming for the Living Treasures Collective and me, I sincerely hope what I've shared resonates with you and that you will join us. Like, follow, subscribe on all of our social media channels. As always, I'd like your patience when I am unavailable because of health issues. I do hope you are staying healthy, not allowing others to bully and bring you down, and finding joy in the little things in life. You are amazing just the way you are. And remember, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.